Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Izzan Azka. I am a college student majoring in English Language and Literature Study program, currently in third semester with the student number 22101243031. And in today's agenda, I'm going to tell you about the Sasak ethnicity or Sasak tribe from Lombok. Let me share my screen first. Okay. So here it is, Sasak ethnicity. Okay. The Sasak people live mainly on the island of Lombok, Indonesia, numbering around 3.6 million, or which is 85% of Lombok's population. They are related to the Balinese in language and in ancestry, although the Sasak are predominantly Muslim while the Balinese are predominantly Hindu. Sasak people who practice pre-Islamic beliefs are also known as Sasak Buddha, in reference to the name of the Sasak people's original religion, Buddha. The Sasak has a rich cultural heritage, blending animism, Hindu-Buddhist traditions, and Islam. The reason why I chose this tribe is because I actually have Sasak blood that runs through my body. My grandmother from my mother's side is actually originated from Lombok, but I only visited Lombok twice in my entire life. Next slide. Geography and environment of Sasak. Sasak ethnicity inhabits the island of Lombok, situated east of Bali and known for its stunning beaches, mountains like Mount Rinjani and rice fields. The Sasak people traditionally engage in agriculture, with rice being their staple crop. The history and the origins. The name Sasak is thought to come from the word saksak, which means canoe. Their ancestors are believed to have used canoes to enter Lombok Island. Historically, the Sasak people may have originated from Java, Bali, Makassar, and Sumbawa. However, it is not certain that the ancestors, but that, however, it is not certain that the ancestor of the Sasak people came from these four ethnicities, but still the four ethnicities have a great influence on the development of the Sasak tribe. Here is the traditional house of Sasak. You can see the picture right here. Unique architectural structures such as traditional ballet. The name of the traditional house is ballet, made of wood, bamboo, and straw. For the people of Sasak, a ballet house is more than just a place to live. In this building, there are various expectations as well as traditional values that are upheld. These customary values are represented through the architectural design and construction of a typical Lombok ballet house. If you pay attention, a typical Lombok ballet house has ballet ha- b- a typical Lombok ballet house only has one door with a fairly low and small shape. This design makes guests have to bow when entering the house. The shape of this door has a philosophical value that guests should give respect to the owner of the house. Generally, the staircase that connects to the house only has 3 steps. This number was chosen to symbolize God, Mother, and Father. Overall, the roof shape of typical Lombok Ballet house illustrates the relationship between fellow humans, ancestors, and God that must run in balance. Not stopping at the structure and building materials, the Sasak tribe is also selective about choosing a location to build a ballet house. Next is Sasak language. The Sasak people speak their own language that called Bahasa Sasak. It is closely related to Balinese and Sumbawa languages spoken on the island around Lombok. It is part of the Austronesian language family. Sasak has a system of language levels similar to Javanese and Balinese. Each level has a different vocabulary and its use is determined by the relative social status of the speaker to the other people. While Indonesian is widely understood, the Sasak language remains a key marker of identity and is used in traditional ceremonies. Next is religion and beliefs. The first one is Watu Telu, a unique form of Islam practiced by some Sasak people known as Watu Telu, combines elements of Islam with animism and local beliefs. Watu Telu is a belief where where the followers only practice the three pillars of Islam. However, the three pillars of Islam, which include reciting the two Shahada, praying and fasting, are only practiced by the religious leader. Kiai, as the religious leader, is the one who connects Watutelu adherents with the Almighty. The next one is Watulima. The Watulima is majority of Sasak practice Watulima, following mainstream Islam or the five pillars of Islam. The next one is cultural practices. First is Gendang Belek. Gendang Belek is a traditional large drum performance during festivals or rituals. The next is Peresean. Peresean is a battle between two men armed with rotan sticks and a thick, hard buffalo skin shield. The tradition is carried out by the Sasak indigenous people in Lombok. Peresean is included in the regional dance art of Lombok. Fighters in Peresean are usually called Papadu, while the referee is called Pakembar. Next is Baunyale. Baunyale is an activity to catch sea worms that belong to the Philumanelida species. This tradition is carried out every 20th of the 10th month according to traditional Sasak calendar or around February. Baunyale is located at Seger Beach, Kuta Central Lombok. The next one is Kawin Culik or Merakik. The tradition of kidnapping marriage is one of the traditions of the Sasak people. This kidnap marriage tradition is the act of a man bringing a girl to marry. However, usually people who do this kidnap marriage are a couple of lovers. Kidnap marriages are still carried out by several regions on Lombok Island to this day. The next is Sasak specialty food. Actually, there are more than three of this that I included in this slide, but these three are my personal favorite. The first one is Plocing Kangkung. This is Ayam Taliwang, and this is Sate Pusut, which is a ground beef satay. Next is Sasak traditional clothes. The Sasak traditional clothes are divided into two types. The first one is for the women. Traditional women's clothing is called lambung clothing, and for the men's are pagon clothing. Sorry. The last one that I'm going to explain is about social stratification of Sasak tribe. The first class of the Sasak tribe social stratification are Pedatu and Praraden. The following classes are those who live in the palace. Man from this class holds the title Datu, and the woman holds the title Nenebini. The second is Perwangsa or Permenak. This group is the middle class nobility. Men from this class hold the title Lalu, and the woman holds the title Baik. And the third is Panjak or Sepangan. This group is the lowest layer in the social stratification of the Sasak tribe. We've come to the end of this presentation, which is I'm going to state my conclusion. Despite outside influences, the Sasak people continue to practice their traditional customs, art, and way of life. Their ability to balance tradition and modernity is a testament to their cultural resilience. The Sasak tribe is not only a part of Indonesia's rich cultural mosaic, but also a proud steward of Lombok's natural and cultural heritage. I think that's all that I can explain to you. Thank you very much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.